Hi, welcome to the Jenspiration Conversation. My name is Jennifer, and if this is the first time one of my videos has landed in your feed, thank you very much for clicking and stepping foot into my little corner of YouTube. Returning viewers and subscribers, you also have my deepest gratitude and appreciation. You have no idea how much it means to me that you continue to come back and have another Jenspiration conversation. Here at the channel, we talk all things spiritual, life, but we keep it street. We keep it grounded in reality. So if that sounds like you have found the right place. I'm still testing out I'm staying in an Airbnb presently, and I'm still testing out like camera angles and lighting. If you've watched recent videos, the whole house is painted gray, and that is a struggle for lighting. But anyway, I digress. What are we talking about today? Today, Spirit guided me way back to a podcast episode I did well over a year ago. So anyone new here to the channel, I also have a podcast. It's available on all your favorite streaming platforms. It's called Jenspire'd The Podcast. And I think it was my second episode I've ever done. There's like 20 some on there. I titled it Happiness is an Inside Job. And Spirit guided me today and was like, this is what this is what you need to do today. This is the video that the collective needs. So after you watch this video, if you feel called to go take a listen to the podcast, absolutely. The podcast episode is like 30 minutes. This video is not going to be 30 minutes because I just feel like by the title, you know what I'm going to say. Also, this podcast was inspired by Matthew Perry. I recently purchased his book and I have started reading it, and I am already gathering the takeaway from his book. And the takeaway is you can be on the most successful sitcom ever created, have some of the closest friendships that stand the test of time, buy your absolute dream home, and still not feel happy. And it's because as humans here on earth, we chase things external to us. We chase things external to us in order to find happiness. We think that if we live in an apartment, getting a bigger house will make us happy. Or if we are at the entry level of a job, that being promoted will make us happy. Or more money in our bank account, or a hot partner, or a skinny body, or the perfect tan, or if you're driving, a car that's 10 or 15 years old, getting a newer car. You see where I'm going with this. That we as a society seem to chase things that are outside of ourselves, thinking that that person, place, thing, object, whatever, will make us happy. And it's the opposite. You are giving your power away by chasing those things that are external to you. Now, you're sitting there going, well, Jennifer, it's nice to have nice things and a big house. Of course it is. Of course it is. You came here on earth to experience everything. And yes, you can absolutely pursue a nice house and a big car and a loving partner. Of course you can. But if you are pursuing those things, thinking that those things will fill you up or make you happy, then no, they won't. Because you can have all of those things and still be unhappy. And that, I think, I'm not finished Matthew's book, but that pretty much is the gist I'm taking away from his book. And So today's video is a reminder for you to take your power back. Don't give your happiness or the pursuit of said happiness to an external source. All of it is here. All of the happiness you seek is here. Self-love, gratitude, appreciation, blessings, all of it is here. And when you start to see that, watch what happens in your external world. Watch how the universe matches that happiness frequency. When you vibrate at a frequency of happiness and fulfillment wherever you are on your journey right now, if you are at an entry-level job and you want to get to, the vice president, great, wonderful to have goals, but you need to be also happy that you have a job. There's lots of people who don't have a job. You might have that entry-level job and think, oh, this is crap, I'm only entry-level. No, my friend, you have a job. And that job will propel you to the next job and the next job and the next job. But if you aren't happy with what you have right now or who you are right now, that next thing and next thing and next thing will not bring in any more happiness. A bigger house, a fancier car, brand name clothes, a famous partner, none of that is going to make you happy because you are essentially giving your power away to something outside of yourself. Once you start to bring that happiness back here, back to this vessel, back to who you are, then energetically, the universe will match that frequency and bring you a big house. Because you appreciate the home that you live in now and you're happy and content and grateful for where you are right now, the universe understands that frequency of gratitude and will continue to bless you with more and more abundance and blessings and whatever it is that your heart desires. So this video is not to sit here and say, don't chase a big house, don't go after fancy cars. The video is here to say, if you are chasing those things in an effort to make you happy, you will be constantly chasing. You will be chasing until your demise. And unfortunately, that is the case of Matthew Perry, I believe. So yeah, my friends, that is the message for today. Happiness starts right here. Happiness with yourself, who you are, the kind of human, the kind of soul that you are, the relationships that you have, what you do for yourself in your community, and how you vibrate in your own frequency and in your own happiness is yours. It is the only thing that you have control over because it's yours. Your happiness is an inside job. Don't outsource it to other people. Don't get into a relationship thinking that a partner is going to make you happy. If you're sitting there lonely and you're like, oh, I know what'll fix this. Let me just go get into another relationship. Or your marriage is on the rocks. Well, let's have a baby because everyone loves babies and the baby will make us happy. Don't chase something outside of you in order to create the happiness that needs to live within you. So whatever it is that you want and desire, it starts of a place of happiness and gratitude for where you are right now. And it's a hard concept for some people to understand because today's world has trained us so much into thinking about the next thing and the next thing. And I did a video on this called the What's Next Epidemic. We're constantly taught to chase things that are outside of ourselves in order to create happiness. So fancy cars, vacation homes, a boat, I remember I was dating someone once, and like we went on like 3 dates, and our third date, he took me down to the local like yacht club, and we were walking around, and I was like, what are we doing here? And he was like, well, I'm going to have a yacht someday. And I was like, oh, that's great. Good for you. You know, if that's a goal that you have. And he's like, yeah, like I am not going to stop until I have a yacht. It's like, okay, that's great. And he went on and on and on about the crap of a life that he had right now, and that he wanted to live like all of those other yachters, and none of these people who own yachts looked upset, and he was bound and determined to get this yacht because he thought, okay, I get the yacht, I will be happy and content, and that's it. I never went on another date with him because he just wasn't a match. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, I wonder if he ever got his yacht. Even if he did, if that's the reason he was pursuing a yacht, I bet if he got a yacht, he's probably still not happy. It's probably not big enough or not modern enough or whatever, right? So my friends, the premise of today's video is just to remind you not to chase anything external to yourself as a means to an end to create happiness. You are pure love and light, and you are made of an essence of joy and happiness. And once you start to see that and believe that to be true about yourself, energetically, there will be people, places, things, and all of the items that you desire will vibrate into your life, because you understand that those items don't make you happy, that you are responsible for your happiness. You don't outsource it to anyone else, to that person, that place, that thing. Don't give your power away to anything other than you. So that's the message for today. Happiness is an inside job, and I hope this video finds you happy and content where you are today. But I also always want what's best for you, and I know that if you are vibrating at a frequency of happiness and gratitude, that everything your heart's desire is headed your way. So thank you for having this Jenspiration conversation with me. I appreciate your time and your energy very much. And I can't wait to see you on another video. Bye-bye.